Surah 29 or 85 chronological order. Al-Ankabut, Part 1. Alif Lam Mim. Have people thought that they would be left because they say, "We have believed," and they are not tested? And we tested those before them. So Allah shall know those who were truthful, and He shall know the liars. Or have those who do the evil deeds thought that they precede us? Evil was what they judge. He who was hoping for Allah's meeting, Allah's term is coming, and He is the hearer, the learned. And he who has waged jihad, he only wages jihad for himself. Allah is rich from the Alameen. And to those who have believed and have done the righteous deeds, we will atone for them their evil deeds, and recompense them with the best of that which they used to do. And we advised man goodness for his parents. And if they have waged jihad on you to make you associate with me what you have no knowledge of, do not obey them. To me is your return. Then I shall inform you of what you used to do. And those who have believed and have done the righteous deeds, we will admit them among the righteous. And among people are those who say, "We have believed in Allah." But when he has been harmed in Allah, he has made the people's fitna like Allah's torture. And if victory comes from your Lord, they will say, "We were with you." Is Allah not a knower of what is in the chests of the Alameen? And Allah shall know those who have believed, and He shall know the hypocrites. And those who have disbelieved have said to those who have believed, "Follow our way, and we will bear your sins." But they are not going to bear their sins at all. They are liars. But they shall carry their weights, and weights with their weights. And they are asked on the day of resurrection about what they used to fabricate. And we sent Nuh to his people, and he remained among them 1,000 years but 50. Then the flood took them when they were wrongdoers. And we saved him and the companions of the ship, and we made it in a sign to the Alameen. And Ibrahim, when he said to his people, "Worship Allah and fear Him. That is better for you if you know. You only worship instead of Allah idols, and you create falsehood. Those whom you worship instead of Allah do not possess provision for you. So seek the provision with Allah, and worship Him, and be grateful to Him. To Him are you returned. And if you accuse of lying, then nations before you accused of lying. And nothing is on the messenger but the obvious notice. Do they not see how Allah begins creation, then repeats it? That is easy for Allah. Say, travel in the earth and see how He began creation. Then Allah creates the last emergence. Allah is mighty over everything. He tortures whom He wills and has mercy on whom He wills, and to Him are you turned. And you do not escape into the earth nor into the sky, and you do not have any protector or helper instead of Allah. And those who have disbelieved in Allah's verses and the meeting with Him, those have despaired of my mercy. And those, theirs is painful torture. And his people's answer was nothing but that they said, "Kill him or burn him." But Allah saved him from the fire. In that are signs for people who believe. And He said, "You have only taken idols instead of Allah out of affection among you in the dunya life. Then on the day of resurrection you renounce one another and curse one another, and your abode is the fire, and you have no helpers." And Lut believed in Him and said, "I am emigrating to my Lord. He is the mighty, the wise." And we gave him Ishaq and Yaqub, and we put in his offspring the prophethood and the book. And we gave him his wage in the dunya, and he in the hereafter is of the righteous. And Lut, when he said to his people, "You commit fahisha that none has preceded you in of the Alameen. Do you go with the men, and cut the way, and commit enormity in your assembly?" And his people's answer was nothing but that they said, "Bring us Allah's torture, if you are of the truthful." He said, "Lord, help me against the corrupting people." And when our messengers came to Ibrahim with the good news, they said, "We are destroying the people of this village. Its people were wrongdoers." He said, "Lut is in it." They said, "We know who is in it. We shall save him and his family, except his woman. She was of the previous ones." And when our messengers came to Lut, he was troubled because of them, and was frustrated because of them. And they said, "Do not fear or grieve. We are saving you and your family, except your woman. She was of the previous ones. We are bringing down upon the people of this village ridges from the sky, because they were fasiq. And we left a clear sign of it for people who comprehend." And to Madian and their brother Shu'aib. And he said, "People, worship Allah and hope for the last day, and do not act wickedly in the land as corrupters." But they called him a liar, and the earthquake took them, and as they became perching in their home. And Ad and Thamud, and it became clear to you from their dwellings. And the devil adorned for them their deeds, and blocked them from the way, and they were sighted. And Qarun and Fir'aun and Haman, And Musa came to them with the proofs, but they were arrogant in their land, and were not proceeding. So each we took for his sin. So of them he whom we sent a tempest on, and of them he whom the cry took, and of them he whom we sank the earth with, and of them he whom we drowned. And Allah would not wrong them, but they were wronging themselves.